Manute Bol was a 7'6" shot blocking machine, but what if we gave him Steph Curry shooting? Actually, what if we just gave him Curry's entire game? Attributes, signature moves, badges, everything. Today, I'm putting Steph Curry inside of Manute Bol and seeing what a 7'6" sharp shooting center can do in the 80s and 90s NBA. Welcome to season number 1. Unfortunately, this save is not about Jeff Ruland, everyone's favorite dad. It is about Manute Bol. As you can see, if you were paying attention, his stats have been completely changed, and it's not just stats. If I go ahead and jump into him real quick for you, obviously we can see his stats all about the same. Although I will say I'm recording this the day after the All-Star game, so I'm going to give Steph Curry some credit. Let's go ahead and make this block 26 after that nice block he had in the All-Star game.
So inspirational, man.
But it's not just the stats we've changed to Steph Curry stats. We've also given him all of his tendencies. As you can see, he's definitely like a three-point shooter now. He also has all of his hot zones. Manute Bol would never. He has all of Steph's signature abilities. So this is, I mean, as you can see, a 7'7" guy having rim grazers off one. Probably a weird combo, but yes, everything is Steph. This man is Steph Curry in a 7'7" body. As you can see, he's up to 77. Now, I know that Steph Curry is an 82, but because Manute plays center, that makes it a little bit different. I don't really know how this is going to go. I assume he's going to be very good. The issue is going to be like, can he play defense in the paint? That's going to be the toughest test for us. But let's go ahead and hop in and see how Manute Bol does in his first season with Steph Curry inside him.
Might get a little bit freaky.
In year 1, Manute Bol averages a respectable 17 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 0 blocks. And I will point out he did lead the league in three-pointers attempted by quite some margin, 130 to Alvin Robertson's 84. But the bad news is the Bullets do not make the playoffs. I believe they were the 9 seed. Let's just check real quick. Yeah, they were the 9 seed, 31 and 51. They're scoring pretty well, but giving up a ton of points, which in this era makes it kind of tough to do anything. We'll go ahead and jump forward to year number 2 after we see who wins this title. And as you probably expect here in the mid-80s, the LA Lakers go over the Boston Celtics in a tough 7-game series. Now it's time to start up year number 2. Into year number 2, things are looking a little bit better. We did get rid of everyone's favorite dad, Jeff Ruland, but we added Moses Malone in the process. Jay Vincent is also pretty solid for us. Manute Bol, of course, up another point. We traded out Gus Williams for a younger Darwin Cook. I don't know. We will figure out how our lineup is going to go, and then we'll go ahead and jump into year number 2 and see how Manute Bol improves. In year 2, Bol mostly comes off the bench and averages 18 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And you can't see it for my head, but the Bullets are the 7 seed. They'll be going up against this very good Boston Celtics team that has Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Buck Williams. Yeah, this team is loaded. It's going to be a tough one. I don't think we're going to probably make it through this round, but Manute Bol is starting at the power forward now, so at least he's going to get some minutes. Let's hop in and see if we can maybe pull off an upset. Moses Malone is playing well, but of course Larry Bird is doing Larry Bird things. We are down 2-0 here. I think we're in the era where you only need to win 3 games, so we'll hop in and see if we can pull an upset, but my hopes are not very high. Okay, this one is probably over. 52 seconds, Boston up by 7 here in Washington, but we'll stick with it, see if there's a chance. It looks like Manute is not even in right now. Potentially he's fouled out. Dennis Johnson with the ball, gets right by his guy, goes to the rack, gets it over to McHale. Kevin McHale puts him up by 9. Let's check real quick, see how Manute is doing. He has 12 points. He's missed his only 3. He's fouled out. He and Jeff Malone have both fouled out. Oh boy, we are getting trounced here. It might be a 9-point game, but it definitely seems a lot farther away than that, especially when we do not have our 3-point sniper in this one. All right, we will stick with it. We'll see what happens, but this one is probably over. Okay, the Bullets have called 3 timeouts in a row.
What?
So hopefully they actually do something here. They don't have a lot of options, but calling timeouts over and over again is not going to help them. Are they going to do it again? No, they're going to finally play the game. Adams with the ball. Gets it. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Johnson has it. Got to move quicker than this, boys, if you want to have a shot. They're not going to bother. Kersey's going to jack up a triple. He is going to miss that one. That, I think, is probably going to be your ball game. The Celtics can just dribble the ball out here, and that looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. The Boston Celtics will move on. We will go ahead and hop forward, see who wins the title, and then we'll jump into year 3, which I believe is the final year Manute Bol is in Washington, so he will be moving on to hopefully greener pastures. Let's go ahead and get there. And Boston goes on to win a title in 6. Larry Bird is your finals MVP. They beat the Mavericks, who Actually, the Lakers don't even make it out of the first round. What an upset by Golden State.
The Lakers are such wussies.
We are moving on to year 3. As I said, it'll be the last year that Manute is a Bullet. He will be moving to a new team after this season, so hopefully Washington can take advantage of him before he ships out. Welcome to 1988. As you can see, the Bullets have made a marquee signing. They went out and got Bernard King. Now, in real life, he was kind of toward the tail end of his career, and he's 30 years old, but he's still 96 overall here. The good news is Manute Bol up to an 86 overall, still has room to grow, of course. And we also added at the very bottom, not the very bottom, but close to the bottom, is young Muggsy Bogues. Obviously, that famous shot that I'll probably throw up on screen right now of Muggsy and Manute standing together is iconic, but the team is honestly looking pretty solid. Probably going to have, I don't know, I mean, you would think Moses would probably play power forward, considering he is, 8 inches shorter, but we're just going to have to see how it goes. Let's go ahead and jump into season number 3 and see if Manute can improve on last year's first round exit. In year 3, Manute Bol takes a big leap. 26 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.5 steal, 0 blocks, and makes second team All-NBA. He is now the 6th leading scorer in the NBA, and the Washington Bullets are all the way up to a 5 seed. They'll be going up against this Atlanta Hawks team, which we can look at real quick. They still have Dominique, they have Kevin Willis, Doc Rivers is here, Eddie Johnson, Drazen is here, a little early I think actually, but and Pace Mannion, is that Nico Mannion's dad?
We don't care.
Anyways, this is the team. It looks beatable. Of course, we have Bernard King who is helping out a ton. I mean, actually our starting five is pretty dang solid when you look at it. So I think we have a very good shot to make it at least to the second round, where Boston will probably be waiting, which is gonna be a tough test as we know. Let's go ahead and jump in and see if we can make some noise. And Atlanta has made me eat my words a little bit here. We're locked into game number 5. Boston is waiting though. Let's jump in and see if we can meet them. We are all tied up here. 1:50 left on the clock in Washington. Manute Bol not having his best game. I think he only has like 12 points. Fortunately, Jeff Malone is coming through for the squad. Bernard King also not playing too well there. He gets a nice pass into Murphy. Murphy hits the wide open layup, and that puts the Bullets up by 2 with 1:41 on the clock. Honestly, it's kind of unfortunate Jeff Malone is not in this game right now. He is our best player. I think he has 30 points right now. Doc Rivers brings the ball down the court. He's a little tired. Could have got it in. The Willis right there does not. He's going to keep going. Willis gets the ball. He's going to shoot over Murphy and then tosses Murphy out of the way to try to get the offensive rebound. He was unable to do it. Malone pushing, looking for Murphy right there. Murphy was wide open in the paint. What are we doing? Manute Bol gets the ball. Oh boy. 4-3. Manute Bol misses the wide open dagger. Could have put the team up by 5 there with that shot. Now this is the problem, right? Manute Bol in real life would be someone you would be worried about in the paint there, but he does not. He's not much of a block shotsman in this version of the game. Ball getting passed around here. Mannion over to Rivers. Rivers guarded by Bol. Bol lets him go right by him. Gets the rebound though. Oh my gosh, look at that speed. Holy crap. Gets it over to Jeff. Oh, I guess Jeff is in the game. My apologies. Manute Bol does not get that offensive rebound. Again, it's very weird to see Manute Bol not doing what Manute Bol usually does, but we're going to keep going at it. Manute Bol, he doesn't get the block, but gets enough defense on Kevin Willis. Can he get it? He gets the block. Manute Bol with the block. Oh, it's like Steph Curry in the All-Star game. What a block. Saves the season potentially. Foster goes to work, looking, get it out to Bol. Gets it over to Bernard King, working, gets it over to Jeff Malone. Jeff Malone does not take the wide open 3, gets it over to Murphy, over to Foster. Foster had a wide open shot, doesn't take it. They're just running clock out here. Foster misses, and Atlanta gets the ball down by 2, 12 seconds left to go. They will have a shot to tie or win it. Now, most likely in this era, they're going to go for the tie. Manute Bol is... Now that he's starting games, he shot, I think, 232 threes this year, and the next closest guy was at like 170, so definitely this is a 2-point era we're still in now. Doc Rivers gets the ball. Oh, I thought he could have taken a shot there, does not. Doc Rivers over to Johnson. Johnson working at his guy. Johnson, there's 2 F. Johnson on this team. Come on, guys. Oh, they're both E. Johnson, too. That E. Johnson misses the shot, and we are going to move on to face the Boston Celtics in round number 2. We finally make it out of the first round. Let's go ahead and jump forward, and hopefully we can get at least one game off of Larry Bird and the rest of the Celtics. Just to show you what the Boston Celtics look like, they still have Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Dennis Johnson, Nate McMillan is leading the point. It does not, however, look they're as deep as they used to be, so maybe there is a chance we could beat this team. Let's jump in and see if we can pull it off. We actually beat them. We get out in 6 games. Now it's on to face this Detroit team that has Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Trapuka, Bill Laimbeer, Vinnie Johnson, Rick Mahorn, Albert Bernard King. Bill Walton is even here. This team is loaded pretty much top to bottom. This is going to be a very tough out. They just beat the Bulls in 7. Let's see if we can take care of the Pistons and maybe make our way to the NBA championship. That would be quite a turnaround for a team that has not been very good so far this save. Okay, we are up 3-1 here. I guess we become the favorites nowadays. Let's jump in and see if we can finish them off. We're going to win this one very comfortably. Let me show you why. It's because Mr. Manute Bol had a 40 piece. He went 4 or 5 from 3, made 13 free throws, 13 from 20 from the field, got a block, a steal, 12 assists. 12 assists. Holy smokes. Okay, more than a point a minute here for Manute Bol. We are going to be moving on to face, I don't know who yet. Let's find out. We're going to be facing the LA Lakers. This Lakers team, Magic, John Lucas, Gene Banks, James Worthy. Actually, not as strong as I thought they'd be. AC Green is here. But yeah, this Lakers team not quite as strong as I maybe thought they were going to be, but still Magic Johnson, James Worthy going to be a tough situation. Let's jump in and see if we can win the Washington Bullets a championship here in 1989. Okay, sure. I honestly cannot believe this. We are up 3-2 on this Lakers squad. Let's hop in and see if we can finish it out, if they're going to force a game number 7. Okay, before I jump you forward, look at this battle between Manute Bol and Magic Johnson. Both guys, 33 points, getting some assists, steals too, a few rebounds there for Manute Bol, of course, but Manute Bol has the better supporting cast, which is why his team is up by 9 with 1:45 left on the clock. Clint Richardson at the line. Couldn't make this at least an 8, maybe a 7-point game. Not sure how many free throws he has to shoot here. That's only 1, and he misses that one. Moses Malone with the board. Muggsy Bogues in the game. Gets it up to Bernard King. Bernard King tries to slice by his man. Can't do it. Over to Walker. Walker, looking. Of course, Manute Bol not in the game right now. I'm not really sure why. Muggsy, look at the height difference. Muggsy's going to try to go to work here on his guy. I apologize. I don't know the teams as well in this era. But, you know, we'll work with what we got. Bernard King jacks up a triple. Maybe not the best shot he's ever taken. Banks gets the ball. Going to push it over. Get it to Richardson. Thinks about going inside. Doesn't. Over to Banks. Back to Richardson. We're just going to play hot potato. John Lucas. Okay, look, I am a John Lucas lover as someone who his son played at my college. So big fan of John Lucas. I would not mind him hitting a shot here. Because it's not going to matter much. We are going to win this one pretty easily. Okay, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and skip forward to the confetti drop. I don't really see any scenario where LA gets back in this, especially back in the late 80s. So let's jump forward and see the Bullets celebrate their championship victory. And there you have it. What a save. Honestly, I wasn't expecting us to make it out of the second round against the Celtics. So the fact that we're here beating teams that are very, very good is a testament to, one, that Bernard King continues to be really good despite being very old. And, at this point in real life, his career is kind of winding down. So it's kind of some 2K love here that maybe he shouldn't have gotten. But then the other thing is, of course, Manute Bol has just been on fire, just absolutely torching teams from outside the arc, inside the arc, the free throw line, all over the court. He is growing into one of the better players in the league. Unfortunately, for a 7'6" man, he can't rebound or block shots, so it's a bit weird, but it's working for now. I really thought that after the first 2 seasons, I was worried this experiment was going to be a complete fail. But for now, it's going okay. Let's go ahead and jump forward. Manute Bol is going to switch teams, and I think this team might be even better. So let's go see who it is. Welcome to Golden State. I will say I misspoke last year. I said it was 1989. This is actually 1989. That was 1988. We are benefiting once again from 2K being weird with injuries.
Kawhi Leonard going crazy.
Ralph Sampson is still healthy, which means he is up to a 92 overall at 28 years old. Of course, in real life, he got injured, became not really a bust because he was very good when he was healthy, but definitely someone who was bit by the injury bug and just could never get over it. We do have, of course, Manute Bol as our second best player, but we have Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond. I'm not sure if we'll get the full Run TMC compliment before Bol leaves. He's only here for 2 years, and I'm not completely sure when Tim Hardaway's added, but for now, the team is looking very, very good. We don't really have a great point guard. I mean, Winston Garland is fine. Hopefully he can do the job. Let's go ahead and see how this Golden State Warrior team does now that Manute Bol is in the mix. In year 4, Manute Bol averages 22 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Of course, leads the league in 3-pointers attempted and made, and Golden State is a 5 seed, which is a little worse than I thought we might be. However, as you can see, this Kings team is like average at best, and we do have Manute Bol and Ralph Sampson both in the 90s now. So we definitely have a set of towers on our team. Now, of course, Manute Bol does not really rebound, but hopefully at 7'6", it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and hop in and see how our boys can do. Yeah, that was a relatively easy sweep. We are now, though, going up against this Lakers team that still has Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Gene Banks, AC Green, several. Daryl Dawkins is here now as well. So several decent pieces. This Lakers team is still a little deadly, not quite as deadly as maybe they would have been in the mid-'80s, but here in, I think, 1990, maybe 89, I'm not really sure, they could be tough to beat. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, as I expected, the Lakers are playing us very well. No injuries here, but Magic Johnson is feasting on Winston Garland. Let's see if we can claw this one back, maybe force it Game 7 and not get out here in Game 5. There is only 1 minute and 9 seconds left on the clock. The Lakers hold a 4-point advantage, and the bad news for the Warriors is that Manute Bol is both playing a very bad game. He's 0 for 5 from 3, but he's also fouled out, so we will not be having his services here. Williams gets the ball, gets it over to James Worthy. James Worthy not a three-point shooter, so we don't have to worry about that. Back to Williams, looking for somebody, gets it to Magic. Now, this is a matchup they're going to go for. Oh, look at that. Okay, a little fancy for no reason there. I mean, I guess that's Magic Johnson's game to some degree. Here he goes, gets it over to Williams. Williams is going to shoot. He kind of has to. The clock is running out. Sampson gets the rebound, pushes it up to Mitch Richmond. Richmond's going to try to push. Goes with a spin move, can't find anything, gets it over to Smith, over to Mullins, back to Garland. Garland looks inside, definitely wants to get it into Ralph Sampson if he can, but Magic Johnson is not letting that happen. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3. Chris Mullins going to have to pull 1, and Mullen misses. James Worthy with the board. Magic Johnson's going to get fouled. 18 seconds on the clock. 4-point lead for the Lakers here. Magic Johnson having a great night. 35 points, 13 assists, but he does miss that free throw there. So there is a slight chance, and but he makes that one. Okay, it is a 5-point game, 18 seconds. We're going to have to shoot quick, which is not what they did in the last possession. We got to hope they move a little bit faster. Let's see what they do coming out of the timeout. This would be the time for Manute Bol to step up, but unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, he is out of the game. Winston Garland, maybe can he be the one? Let's see. We got to shoot quick. Winston Garland pulls and misses that shot, and Ralph Sampson unable to get the rebound. I'm not really sure. Is that Gene Williams? Williams going to the line, maybe? Yeah, Williams at the line. 10 seconds to go. It's a 6-point game. We are out of this. Man, I really thought this team had a chance. Unfortunately, just cannot hang with this Lakers squad. Look at Daryl Dawkins just staring on. That man is ring chasing everybody. Okay, that is going to be your ball game. I will go ahead and get out of here, show you who wins the title, and then we will jump forward into year number 5, our last year with the Warriors. And the LA Lakers do win a title. I didn't think this team was that good, but they're going to beat Michael Jordan's Bulls. The Lakers are your NBA champions once again. We're going to have one more shot here with the Warriors, and I just checked, we will be adding Tim Hardaway, so we'll be with the full Run TMC complement, although I do believe that we lose Ralph Sampson, so that part is going to be unfortunate, but, you know, we can't control everything. Let's go ahead and jump forward and see what the team looks like. Welcome here to year number 5, our final year in Golden State. Run TMC is all the way here. Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, and Tim Hardaway, although Tim Hardaway still young, not quite as high in overall as maybe we would like, but he does have that A+ potential, so hopefully he will grow very quickly. And this team is looking very solid. I think we have a legitimate chance to get back to a title. Let's go ahead and jump forward and see how the season ends. In year 5, Bol averages 26 points, 6 boards, 7 assists, 1.5 steals, and makes the All-NBA third team. However, as you probably just saw, Manute is out for the season. He has injured his vertebrae. He broke it, in fact, and he will be missing the playoffs. We are the 6th seed, which is not too terrible. We're going up against this Denver Nuggets team, which features Ron Harper, Buck Williams, Danny Shays, Winston Garland, a guy who used to play for us, Hot Rod Williams, Rod Strickland, so they got some players for sure. We are missing our best player, but hopefully Run TMC can make it work alongside Alton Lister and Mike Schreck. Oh! Yeah, we'll just hope for the best. I don't think we're probably going to make it very far, unfortunately, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Yeah, we get swept out of the first round. Unfortunately, this season ends in disaster because of the injury.
Well, that was just as bad as Kazam.
Let's see who wins the title, and then we'll jump to our next team in year number 6. The LA Lakers are going to go over the Atlanta Hawks. Magic Johnson wins Finals MVP, 33, 8, and 11. What a stat line for him. Now it's time to jump to year 6, where Manute will join the Philadelphia 76ers and Charles Barkley.
Because I know they're coming.
Here we go in year number 6. We're in Philadelphia Manute Bol, Charles Barkley matching up together. Manute Bol all the way up to a 95 when he doesn't have the drop down from just being traded. Looking very good. Of course, he's probably not going to get quite as high as Curry did in real life because of the position changes, but I think it's looking very solid. Our problem right now is we don't really have a point guard. In fact, Johnny Dawkins will be starting at the position, 76 overall, so not the best, but hopefully we can make it work. Let's jump in and see how the season goes. In year 6, Manute Bol takes a massive leap, averages 31 points, 5.5 boards, 6.5 assists, 1.6 steals, and makes first team All-NBA for the first time in his career. Unfortunately, that's only good enough for the 6th seed. They're going up against the New Jersey Nets, which is the team that I am controlling, so I happen to know that they have both Scott Skiles and, oh no, it's not Scott Skiles, sorry, Mark Price and David Robinson. David Robinson is coming off an MVP season where he averaged 36 points and 15 rebounds.
Damn.
So Manute Bol definitely has his work cut out for them, but I think we have a pretty good shot because they just don't have very much depth. But they do not play the games on paper. Let's jump into it and see if we can take down this New Jersey Net team. Okay, the Nets have forced a game number 5, and we have the Chicago Bulls waiting for us. So either way you slice it, this one's going to be tough. Let's jump in, see if we can finish this, and go on to face MJ. 52.4 seconds on the clock. We're in New Jersey. The Nets down by 4, but they have the ball. D-Rob has 40 points and 18 rebounds. Meanwhile, oh wait, was that a moving screen? Oh, they called a moving screen. It's going to be Philadelphia ball. I believe that's Johnny Dawkins forcing the moving screen. We're going to get the ball back. That's good to see. But what I was saying is Manute Bol, oh, that's Mo Cheeks. Excuse me. I guess they picked him up. Or maybe, I don't know, whatever. We have Mo Cheeks on the team for some reason. Rick Mahorn with the ball. Manute Bol has about 30 points and 12 rebounds or something like that tonight. He's playing very well. But the more important thing is that his team is winning despite D-Rob having a monster game. I think Chuck has 23 points. And Vrains has at least 1 because he makes his free throw there to make this a 5-point game with 41 seconds left. The good news, if you are a 76ers fan,
He had a brain lapse.
is that they do have Mark Price who can definitely hit shots, but their star is D-Rob. So probably not, probably not going to make a lot of big threes. And then Mark Price puts me in my place, drills that one. Manute Bol brings the ball down the court. Is Barkley out? Is he hurt? Or not hurt, but fouled out? Let's check real quick. Barkley has fouled out. Barkley, Hershey Hawkins, Johnny Dawkins have all fouled out. Oh, okay, that's potentially bad. We need Manute Bol to handle this. Come on, buddy. Get it to work. He's in the post against D-Rob, a matchup he's not going to win because he doesn't have very much strength because remember, he's using Steph Curry's stats. But get it over to Mo Cheeks, back to Vrains. They're not fouling here, which is kind of surprising. Probably should have got that one over to Manute Bol. It's going to be the Nets ball with 13 seconds left to go. They're down by 3. Can they possibly get back in this and tie it up? If they send this to overtime, we could be in trouble considering we're missing 3 of our starters due to foul trouble. All right, last chance gasp here for the New Jersey Nets. What are they going to do? Mark Price hit a big 3 last time out. Can he do it again? Or will they fall short? Here he goes. Mark Price with the ball, looks for a screen, gonna shoot from really deep and misses that one. Oh, they gets the rebound out to Butler, back to Price. Price will have a second shot at this, puts it up. That is gonna miss. Oh, Butler gets the rebound, makes a putback jam, and now it is a 1-point game with 2.2 seconds left to go. Philadelphia gonna have to make some free throws. Let's see if they can pull it off. Now would be a great time to get the ball to Manute Bol. He is a good free throw shooter. Remember, he has Steph Curry stats. He wastes about a full second there too. Manute Bol to the line. If he can make both of these, it's pretty much over. He makes the first. He's definitely making both of these. He's 100% from the free throw line. There we go. It is a 3-point game, 1.3 seconds. Mark Price will have a chance here with a full court heave. Will he make it? Please no. Oh my God, it almost goes down. The New Jersey Nets have lost it here. Philadelphia will be moving on despite losing 3 of their starters to foul trouble. Hopefully that doesn't happen in the next round because we're going up against Michael, Jeffrey Jordan, and the Chicago Bulls. Let's jump over and see how that one goes. Okay, we are all tied up here. We're going into Game 7 against Chicago. It's going to be another nail biter. Strap in. Here we are with 1 minute, 11 seconds left to go in Chicago. Charles Barkley puts up a shot, makes this a 7-point game. And the second shot is up. That's going to be a miss. Salaki gets the rebound, gets it over to Michael Jordan. Jordan having a good game. I think he has 36 points, but Barkley has 33, so he's matching him pretty well there. Manute has about 20 points. Barrios.
I think it's an issue with your head, man.
Puts it up, misses the 3. McKee gets the board. Salaki has a huge mismatch there. Is that how you pronounce it? Salaki? I could be mispronouncing that name. That would definitely not be the first time that's happened. Manute Bol does have an injury. That's kind of concerning for the future. Even if we win this, he could be struggling. He's going to just jack that one up for no reason. Misses the shot. Gets it back to Michael Jordan. MJ pushing the ball. I believe this is the first season they won a title in real life, so It would not be a surprise to see them doing well here, but they keep missing these triples. They have a lot of wide open shots, but they can't make them. Barkley back to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 so far that we've been watching. Makes the first, makes this a 6-point game with 34 seconds on the clock. Second shot is up. That is a make. 7 points, 34 seconds. Can the 76ers hold on, or will Michael Jordan have something to say about this one? Coming out of the timeout, the Bulls do have the horses to make this comeback. They have Dana Barros and Dale Ellis, both A+ shooters in 2K, so they definitely have a chance here. What are they going to do? Gets it over to Ellis. Ellis looks to move, gets around his guy. The good news there is that he's going against Manute Bol, who cannot rebound. Barros can have another shot to put this up. The ball has not touched Michael Jordan's hands yet, which is always a mistake in the clutch if you're a Chicago team. They missed the shot there. Hawkins gets the board. Well, Hawkins does get the board, but he's going to dribble this one out. We are going to be moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. The issue, of course, is that Bol is injured, which could become a problem in the future. But for now, let's go ahead and jump forward and hope for the best. Okay, we actually get to go up against one of our old teams. The Washington Bullets has beaten the Miami Heat. This team is very good. They have Muggsy Bogues, Jeff Malone, Bernard King. They added Derek Coleman, Danny Ferry, John Williams, a lot of good players. Technically, they have a better star than we do, but we have 2 of them. So hopefully our 2 90s can make this work. Let's jump in and see how it goes. Okay, we actually make pretty quick work of them. They're not nearly as good as we thought they might be. And now we're going against the Dallas Mavericks. Luckily, we do not have to face Magic Johnson here in the finals. This Mavericks team is okay. Do they have an injury? They have Larry Nance and Derek Harper, Shrimp, Rolando Blackman, all decent players. But yeah, okay, here's the problem. Brad Daugherty is out. He is probably injured. Let's check real quick. Yeah, Daugherty would be an 88 and Perkins is another 80 player. So they're missing quite a few of their stars. We definitely have a very good chance to win this thing and get Manute Bol his 2nd NBA title. Let's jump in and see if we can make it happen. The Mavs are not going to let us get away with this one easy. It is game 6. We're up 3-2. Let's see if we can finish this out to get that title. Before we hop into the live footage, I wanted to show you that Manute Bol put up 53 points so far, having a monster game despite having that pinched nerve in his back. Brad Daugherty has come back playing well, 30 points, 4 blocks, and 12 rebounds for him. And we hold a 4-point lead with 1:14 left to go here in Philly. Can we finish this out? Let's see what happens. Sam Perkins is also back in the series, so I guess those injuries were not quite season-ending, which is good for them. Shrimp steps out of bounds.
Now that absolutely will be on Shaqtin' a Fool right there.
Shrimp steps out of bounds, gives us the ball back in a key moment. That was a big brain lapse from the big man, and let's see if we could take advantage. Manute Bol, remember, he's hurt, but he has 53 points. Can he finish this one out? He's going to gut this through. Come on, big man. Gets the screen from Charles. Put up a 3. No, he goes to the rack. He does look a little pretty slow. Gets it over to Charles. Charles puts up a nice little lay-in, scores 2 points, puts us up by 6 with 55.6 seconds left to go. Dallas calls a timeout. We'll see what they do coming out of it. Okay, 53 seconds left to go. We're not quite out of this yet. Dallas has some good shooters, but now they get into Brad Daugherty. He's going to go at Manute Bol. Manute Bol gets a block.
He is him.
The second time this save, Manute Bol has had a clutch block. However, there, Brad Daugherty gets the ball right back and puts it back in. Not quite as clutch as the first time he did it. And it looks like Mo Cheeks is going to the line. Team is up by 4. We need these free throws. Come on, Mo. He's got 2 points tonight, and he misses the first. He's shooting 17% from the field. He does have 7 assists, which is good to see. Come on, Mo. Put this one away. Mo makes the second. That gives us a 5-point lead. 42 seconds left to go. Here we go. Harper brings the ball down the court, looking for something to do. Brad Daugherty's going to bring the screen. I mean, it's a mismatch there, even though I know Manute Bol's way taller, but every big guy is a mismatch for Manute because he has no strength. He's not a very good shot blocker. He's not a good rebounder. Thankfully, we have the round mound of rebound. Charles Barkley gets the board, gets fouled. He will be going to the line, trying to put us up by 7 with 28 seconds on the clock. Dallas, a bad possession there for them. These green jerseys, definitely not lucky tonight.
He has the worst jokes I ever heard.
Charles Barkley makes the first. 31 points for him. 64% from the field. Make it 32. 32 points, 18 boards. And Manute Bol has like 53 and something ridiculous. This has been a very good showing from our 2 stars. Let's see if they can finish this out. Oh, my battery level's low. Got to change out batteries in the timeout. Hold on. All right, here we go. With a good defensive possession here, we can finish this out. Or some bad shooting. Derek Harper actually gets wide open for 3 there and buries that triple. Oh boy. All right, 4 points. 20 seconds on the clock. Get it to Manute, please. Get it to Manute, please. No, they get it to Cheeks. Cheeks, look, I know conventional wisdom would tell you that Mo Cheeks would be a better free throw shooter than Manute Bol, but in this case, it is not true. Cheeks misses another free throw. Oh boy. Okay, they're still in this. Come on, Mo. Make this one. Come on, buddy. He does make the second. It's a 5-point game, 19 seconds left. They're going to have to move fast. Derek Harper with the ball, brings it down. He looks for, he had an opening there, but he didn't take it. Doherty gets the ball, puts it over Manute Bol. Easy lay-in there. Of course, again, Manute Bol, great player. Cannot really defend in the post. Oh, no, it's going back to Cheeks. If he misses one of these, it's only a 4-point game. Okay, come on. Come on, Mo. We believe in you. 10 seconds on the clock, my dude. Make this your 6th point. Oh, my God. Oh, Cheeks. Oh, Cheeks, you're killing me. Oh, no. Cheeks' second shot is up. That is, I thought that was going to be another miss. Okay, 4-point game, 10 seconds. We're probably out of this. Mo Cheeks is making my cheeks clench.
It's an honor to get to hear your voice.
Deadlift Shrimp puts up the shot, misses it. Doherty gets the rebound, but it's probably not going to matter. 2-point game, 0.8 seconds left to go. They're going to foul, and then you have to assume that if we make at least one of them, it's probably over, but we'll see what happens. Okay, get the ball to Manute. Get the ball to Manute. Manute Bol could shoot. Manute could shoot, and he gets the ball, or they don't even have time to foul him. The Philadelphia 76ers are your champions. Manute Bol drops 53 here in the closeout game. Chuck has 32 and 18. Great games from our 2 stars. Mo Cheeks, we'll leave him alone because we won this game. Not the best game for my man, but we'll take it. They're celebrating with him despite his lackluster performance, I guess we'll say. And we are going to go ahead and move on. We have won 2 titles now with Manute Bol. He has 2 more seasons here in Philly. Unfortunately, only one of them will be with Chuck, but let's go ahead and jump into that season, which is season number 7. Welcome into year number 7. We have some very good news. Of course, Manute Bol continues to get better, but the real good news is that my dad is here. Jeff Ruland is back in the building. He's 71 overall at 32 years old. He is going to help us potentially win a title. Yeah, we're really just relying on Manute and Chuck to continue being the great players they are. Let's go ahead and jump to the end of the season to see if we can make this happen. All right, we're going to speed this up just a little bit. Manute Bol makes second team All-NBA. We can really quickly look at his stats this year. So he's down in points, but 26 points, 6 boards, 7 assists, 1.5 steal, 0.3 blocks, which is, an issue, but he is shooting worse from 3, so that could potentially be why he's not scoring quite as much, although the team is maybe a little bit better, especially if Chuck is shooting well. Okay, maybe not the best sign. We are the 8th seed. We're going up against Michael Jordan's. Oh, wait, what? Oh, hold on, we got to check this. Okay, so we are going up against the number 1 seed Chicago Bulls. However, Michael Jordan has ruptured his left Achilles, so he is out for the season. We are probably going to win this one relatively easily. Okay, we get out in 4 and we get what looks like a blessing, but if we look at this Miami Heat team, they have Adrian Branch and Ralph Sampson. Remember, Ralph Sampson in this save did not get injured, did not fall off. He's averaging 22 and 10 here in the playoffs. He is going to be a difference maker. The question is, will our 2 big guys be able to handle them? Honestly, this one is going to be pretty tight. I think they have a little bit more depth than we do. Let's go ahead and jump in and see how it goes. All right, maybe saying a little depth was a bit of an understatement. They are up on us 3-0. I don't think, we don't have any significant injuries, although I'm not really sure why Terry Teagle is not playing over Lee Johnson, but we are down 3-0. Let's try to avoid a sweep. 1:20 left on the clock. Miami is nursing a 1-point lead here at the end. Manute Bol has 30 points, Dwayne Washington 33. Chuck has 24 rebounds. Make that 32 for Manute Bol. He gets in and puts in a nice shot over Ralph Sampson. He does have the height advantage despite not being a very good defensive player, but what are you going to do? Okay, Vinny Del Negro with the ball, gets it into Ralph Sampson. Sampson definitely has the strength advantage, not going to take advantage over there. Over to Branch, back over to Sampson. Sampson up and over, going to get his own offensive rebound. That is the problem right there. Manute Bol, not a fan of rebounding the ball, and unfortunately, Charles Barkley is not tall enough to handle somebody like Ralph Sampson. Here we go. Manute Bol, a little bit tired, but he has been playing well so far. He's going to get a screen from Chuck. Pull from 3, pull. Okay, not from 3, but he's going to pull up and hit that shot. Whew.
I mean, you got to just shake the man's hand after a shot like that.
Manute Bol is trying to will this team into this series. Let's see if he can make it happen coming out of this timeout. 45 ticks left. Philly holding a 1-point lead here at home. Remember, we would have to win 4 straight games to get out of this, so it's going to be a very tough test. Dwayne Washington, Miami Heat's leading scorer tonight, gets a screen. Oh my gosh, what? Okay, Manute Bol left in the dust there. Not really sure. Did not go with the screener at all. And Ralph Sampson throws it down. Easy bucket there for the Heat. They're back up by 1. 39.4 seconds. Strap on in, ladies and gentlemen. This one is going to be a fantastic finish. Out of the timeout, Manute Bol has not been playing well on defense, but has been shooting good. So I would love to see the ball go back into him here. Gets it into Chuck. Over to Hawkins. Back over to Bol. Bol, easy. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. He misses that relatively easy shot. Dawkins cannot get the board. Washington does. Washington's going to push it. Gets it to Del Negro. Del Negro goes to the cup. Makes a pretty tough lay-in. It is now a 3-point lead for the Heat. 28 seconds left on the clock. We need Manute Bol's 3-point shooting here. He's 4 for 5 tonight, so he can definitely make some shots. Let's see if he does it coming out of the timeout. Okay, 27 seconds left. You don't need a 3 immediately, but if you shoot quick, you have a 2-for-1 opportunity, although we don't want a Luka airball from half court for the 2-for-1. Let's see what Manute's going to put up here. He's going to work. He's got to move fast. We can't take this. We cannot slow roll this. Here he goes. He made that shot earlier. Chuck's going to get the board. Nice play there. I mean, you would like to see him take it from 3, but I guess we'll take it. Is that? No, there's no way we have Larry Johnson, right? Is Larry Johnson on this team? No, Lee Johnson. Excuse me. Lee Johnson, not Larry. And who's that? Vinny Del Negro going to the line here. Has a chance to put his team back up by 3 if he can make both these shots. First shot is up. That's a make. He's a pretty good free throw shooter. Up by 2, 15 seconds. Again, we have Manute Bol. He is basically unguardable. And if he makes his threes, we are in the driver's seat. Come on, Manute. Make something happen. 13 seconds. This is a prime Steph Curry moment. Instead, he gets it to... What are we doing? Why Hershey Hawkins? Why? Manute Bol gets a rebound. He's never done that before. Dawkins puts it up. We have the best 3-point shooter in the world, and he doesn't even take a shot. We give it to Johnny Dawkins and Hershey Hawkins. Dawkins and Hawkins cannot hold a candle to Manute Bol's 3-point shooting, but it doesn't matter. For some reason, the big man shies away from the moment. Charles Smith, looking to put his team up by 5, makes the first. That is going to be your ball game. The 76ers are officially out of this. Their title defense ends in the second round. Honestly, the way they played tonight, they probably would have been out in the first round. I don't know. I don't think they could handle Jordan with this team right now. And unfortunately, I don't think things will be getting much better in year 8. For now, let's go ahead and see who wins this finals, and then we'll jump forward. Okay, and the Heat are your champions. They actually, I think, beat the Golden State Warriors, the team that Manute used to play for. This team is looking very good. Run TMC with Chuck Person. That's a pretty solid combo. Unfortunately for us, we're going to lose our combo because Charles Barkley leaves after the 92 season, so we're going to be adding some new players, and I got to tell you, it's not going to be very pretty. I told you it was going to get bad, but the good news is that Manute Bol is going to be pretty much the only player on our team that's any good, so maybe he could win the MVP because he's going to have a really high usage rate. Let's go ahead and jump forward and see if Manute Bol, Hershey Hawkins, Johnny Dawkins, and Jeff Hornacek can win an NBA title. No MVP for Manute, that goes to MJ, but we do make it to first team All-NBA, and we're averaging 28, 6.56, 1.5 steals. Actually, our blocks, I think this is a career high. Yeah, career high in blocks all the way up to 0.4 a game, almost half a block. We're still comfortably the best 3-point shooter the world has ever seen, especially to this point.
Yeah, look at Curry, man, just trying to do great things in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Now, let's see if we made the playoffs. Oh, we're actually better than we were last year. We're the 6th seed. We're going up against the Boston Celtics. They're a pretty old team. Larry Bird is what? I mean, he's got to be, 36. Kevin McHale is 35. We have our work cut out for us here. I mean, the roster's just, they're a little bit better than us at pretty much every position besides center, and our center might be the weirdest center the game has ever seen. But let's see if we can steal a game or two and maybe make it out of the first round in a season that honestly I didn't think we'd make the playoffs. Okay, Boston is up 2-0 very quickly. Hopefully we can get a game back. If I told you that Larry Bird would have 10 points and only take 7 shots here in Game 3, you maybe would think we'd be in a good shape, but unfortunately, we just are not able to handle it. Manute does have 28 points, so good for him. But this team is just too good for us. They're going to take us down. We don't really have anybody that can rebound the ball at this point, which is definitely a problem. We need Chuck back. Unfortunately, he's not coming back through that door, and we are going to lose this one by actually a relatively respectable 10 points. And we are going to be out of these playoffs. If you'll note up at the very top, you'll see that Mr. Chuck is playing with the Phoenix Suns, and they are the number 1 seed, so that's very good. Oh, do they have Sean Kemp?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why they're so good. They have Sean Kemp and Dennis Rodman. Oh my God. This is, wow. Okay, that's a very good roster that I made on accident. All right, so we are out of the playoffs. I will go ahead and jump to see who wins the title, and then we'll get into year number 9, where Manute
I'm not gonna be here.
Chuck does make it back to the NBA Finals with the Suns, but he is swept by Michael Jordan's Bulls. They absolutely dominate that team. Let's get to year number 9. Okay, welcome into year number 9. Now, I know what you're wondering. You're seeing this. You're seeing that we're on the Bullets, and you're like, wait a second. Manute Bol did not go with the Bullets that whole season. You are correct. He actually originally signed with Miami, played, 8 games there, and then he got waived, went to Philadelphia, played 4 more games for the 76ers, and finally ended up with the Bullets. What I have done is just to make things go a little bit smoother, and so we get another season out of Manute Bol because he's not, the declining guy we knew in real life. We're going to go ahead and get him there, and the most important part is that he's here alongside George Murasan. Now, Murasan is only 71 overall, but he's 7'7", very, very tall. Definitely gives us the inside presence alongside Bol. But yeah, this roster is not even kind of. This roster is a mess. We have our best 3 players are all play center, so we don't have very much. Kitty Watt, I don't know. This one's going to be weird, folks. I don't think we're going to get very far. Let's go ahead and jump to the end of the season and hope we can win even one playoff game. Even make the playoffs would be a victory at this point. All right, Manute Bol makes first team All-NBA yet again. You can go ahead and see his stats real quick here. 25 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, 1.5 steal. Very, very solid. His 3-point percentage is also way back up, so that's good to see. But potentially the best news is if we click through, I think, yeah, we have the 1 seed. Did we make a trade? I'm not seeing anything. Is it just we have so many big guys no one can touch us? What is happening? How are we ranked as the number 1 team in the nation? We're going up against this Cavs team. They're power ranked as the 17th best team in the league, so we should beat them, but honestly, I would be very surprised if we don't lose. Let's jump in and see how it goes. Okay, I am a little bit flummoxed, honestly. We get through in 4. We're going up against this Orlando Magic team that has Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Sam Bowie, and I want to point this out to you because I've noticed this the few times they've seen Bowie. He has an 87 3-ball.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So somehow he has also become very good at shooting. Honestly, I don't remember if that's true in real life. I mean, he busted so early that's hard to say. But yeah, this team is looking very spicy. Going to be a tough one. I mean, Fat Lever is their 9th guy, so we could be in big trouble here. Oh, we beat them in 6 games, and we're going up against the Hawks? Who do the Hawks even have? Oh, Doc Rivers, Petrovic, Wilkins, Patrick Ewing, our old friend Johnny Dawkins, Greg Anthony, Latrell Sprewell, who are going to be getting to know very well very, very soon. This team is looking very good, and we, on the other hand, are pretty bad. Pretty bad. I don't think we have much of a chance here. But, I have certainly been wrong several times before. Yeah, this is more what I expected. We are getting beat down. We'll jump in, see if we could claw back a game, but this one's pretty much over. All right, we have almost no time left to go. We just have to get this ball up in the air. Unfortunately, as we all know, 2K does not like to do that. They get it over to Bol. Bol gets a nice little lay-in. I mean, it's nice, but it's still a 4-point lead. 21 seconds left to go. They're going to foul here. Probably going to get it to Doc. No, that's Dawkins, not Doc Rivers. Johnny Dawkins going to the line. Michael Adams fouls him. Dawkins having not the best night, but he's a good free throw shooter, so he makes the first one. He'll probably make the second. We need 3s, not 2s at this point, but unfortunately, Manute Bol refuses to shoot from deep. Let's see if he changes his mind coming out of this timeout. Season on the line here. What are the Bullets going to do? They have to start taking 3s. They cannot take any more 2s, even if they're easy. Manute Bol, he's going to do it again. He gets stripped.
These guys, man.
Manute Bol stripped. That's going to be the ball game, folks. We're not going to endure this anymore. Dominique Wilkins going to the line. He has 13 points, 11 boards. They are up by 6. He could make this 7. If he makes this one, yeah, this is over. We will go ahead and get out of here. I will show you who wins the title. And those Hawks go on to beat the Golden State Warriors in the finals. Patrick Ewing is your finals MVP. Those words were never said in real life. And now it is time for us to get into season number 10. Manute Bol, he's going back to the Warriors. He's going to join most of Run TMC for one more shot at a title. Let's get to it. Unfortunately, we have lost the M part of Run TMC. Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway still here. Mitch Richmond has left. Also worth noting that the team in our absence added Chris Webber, lost Chris Webber, added Billy Owens, lost Billy Owens, and now, we have Ronnie Saleki, who is fine, but this was, of course, the season the Latrell Sprewell broke out, so we're hoping for something similar to happen here. However, the game only has him as a C+ potential, so my hopes are not super high, but the good news is we have a legitimate trio of stars So we should have a chance to win a title here. After all, they made it to the finals last year. Very solid potential for us to make it back there once again in our last year with the save. So let's go ahead and jump forward and see how this story ends. All right, here in year 10, Manute drops down to second team All-NBA, although part of that is going to be because he's playing around a better team. He's averaging almost 25 points, nearly 7 rebounds, nearly 6 assists. So a very solid season here for him. Three-point shooting got down a little bit, but that's okay. Let's see where we stand in the standings, and we are... We didn't make the playoffs.
You don't always win.
Oh my God, that's so frustrating. Okay, we didn't make the playoffs. God, okay. Well, sim forward, I'll show you who wins the finals, and then I'll tell you what we're gonna do next. Oh my God. The Bullets! We just left the Bullets. Oh, we gave him Mitch Richmond in the trade, and now the Bullets have beaten the San Antonio. Are you kidding me? This is Horace Grant, Kenny Walker, Mitch Richmond, Haywood Workman are the team that wins the championship, and we are left. We don't even make the playoffs. What is happening? This is what a crazy year. Okay, that is a terrible year to end on. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is Manute Bol's real life career was over after 10 years. In this, I assume he's gonna keep playing for a couple more years. So what I'm gonna do is sim forward until he retires, just let him play out the rest of his career on his own, and then I will show you how things end. See if he makes the Hall of Fame. I'm assuming, he's a 2-time champion, so probably. So the next time you see me, Manute Bol will hopefully be headed to the Hall of Fame. Okay, it is the year 2000, and Manute Bol and Hakeem Olajuwon have retired alongside each other. As you can see, here are Manute Bol's career stats: 24 points per game, 5 boards, 6 assists, 1.3 steals. He does not ever win MVP, but he does make 11 All-Star teams. Of course, never picks up a Defensive Player of the Year. He just does not really play much defense. 2 championships, 1 Finals MVP, makes the All-NBA team. What is that? 10 times, never makes defensive team. Rookie first time. Now, here's the thing we have to talk about with Manute, okay? If we jump in, as you can see, this is the last season in Golden State. He then jumped back to Washington. Now, here's the problem with that. Golden State added Joe Smith, who you might remember as the former #1 overall pick over, I think, KG. I think that was the same year. But in this case, Joe Smith boomed. He did not bust. He became I believe he is, let's check real quick, actually. Yeah, he's injured now, but Joe Smith is up in the 90s. And if we go look at his career, he won an MVP and won a championship. So Manute, had he stayed with Golden State, would have probably won at least one more championship. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen here, but still a very solid career. Not quite what I was expecting. I honestly thought he'd win an MVP or two, but given that he was a 6'2" point guard in the body of a 7'6" center, I guess this is about as good as you can expect. For now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Thank you.